Alright, so what I'm going to do now is bust a nut. Now they lacquer over on the edges over here, so you want to take a razor blade and kind of cut that a little bit. Be very, very careful. And use a very sharp razor blade to do this. Don't use something dull. So what I want to do is I want to scar lacquer on the side following the line. Just scar it a little bit. And I'll scar a little bit on this side too. Give myself a little bit of an angle here. Now if everything works out okay, I could pop this off with no problem. I hope. Alright, she's loose. She is now loose. And it broke right on the lines that I cut. Worked out perfect. Now to pop it out. I get underneath it and try to pop it out. Using a very, very small jeweler's screwdriver. Around the edge of it. Pry it out. Nice and clean. I chipped the nut a little bit. It came out nice and clean. Did not mess up the lacquer at all around the nut. And this is the nut I will be replacing with it. And I'm going to have to file it down a little bit. Width looks about the same. So I'm going to clean up the glue that's a little bit on the fretboard over here. I got to just clean that up. Not that big of a deal. I replaced a lot of nuts before, but man, that one was actually a bitch to get out. So I get my small little files. Now I want to use a file that I made that has been cut on the edges. Where's the square one at? Can't even tell. That one's got a blade on it, that one doesn't. I want to use a file that has nothing here, so I'm not cutting into the neck itself. I just want to kind of sand off a little bit the glue that is on the fretboard itself. A little bit more. Clean up this side a little bit too. Alright, take this nut out of the plastic. pretty much the same length as the old nut. The string spacing is the same. String spacing is all the same. Everything is basically the same. But now what I have to do is I have to get this to fit inside of here and to get my string action height the way it's supposed to be. So there's a little bit of a tab right over here. I got to file that down and get that to fit in there. So not a big deal. I'll use my sandpaper to do this. But that's how I got the nut off the Gibson. Oh no, I messed it up. Anyways, stay tuned guys. I'm going to polish these frets too. They're a little bit tarnished. Stay tuned.